So much to see in one day. Great knowledgeable tour guide and attentive driver, showed us monkeys, sloths, caimans on our way and stopped for us so we could watch. The Panama Canal itself is more or less interesting but worthwhile anyway. Just takes a bit until the ship navigates towards the canal until it finally passes through. I liked Fort Lorenzo more. It is another nice place to stroll along and learn about history. Found the tour guide at Colón 2000 Mall alright. The tour guide stopped at a bakery at the beginning of our trip and got us nice caramanolas. What a charming gesture. We enjoyed the trip very much. Thank you so much. We were a small group of 10 people, and we quickly found our guide outside the port. We set off, and as a welcome gift, we were given small pastries with sweet and savory fillings, which were delicious. A variety of drinks were also provided. Our first stop was the Agua Clara Locks, where we watched a ship pass through. Our guide explained everything very well. Afterward, we went to the fort and took a walk along a jungle trail. Our bus driver was also very observant, frequently spotting wild animals like monkeys and sloths along the road. We had plenty of opportunities to take photos. Many thanks to our guide and driver for a wonderful tour. The original cruise tour was unavailable, so we booked this tour. The alternative tour was not only much cheaper but also much better in quality. Both tours crossed paths at the canal, but the people on the cruise tour ended up joining our group because our guide was far more informative. The cruise tour guide was less engaging, simply giving minimal information and telling people to look around and meet back in 20 minutes. Overall, this tour was considered the best excursion by far. This tour takes you to see the Agua Clara Lock at the new Expansion Canal, and then you cross the Atlantic Bridge and stop at the older Gatun Lock. Then there's a drive through the rainforest to spot animals on your way to Fort Lorenzo. The remains and history of the fort are interesting, and the scenery is absolutely beautiful. We were very fortunate to see a family of monkeys there. The tour bus was very comfortable. Arsenio was very knowledgeable about the area and its history. Amazing experience. Kenny was extremely knowledgeable and considerate. Took us to see the new and old canal locks at Gatun and Agua Clara and also into the rainforest to see a sloth and caiman. Also ended up going to San Lorenzo Fort and Chagres River. So very knowledgeable. No question too silly. Also very easy to find from cruise ship, and they make sure to get you back on time, so if you're worried about booking an external cruise excursion, this is a good one to do. Learned so much. Our tour guide was Alonso, who did a fantastic job of providing so much information about the history of Panama and the canal as well as the fort. I speak fluent Spanish but he speaks English very well. Our tour was a personal tour due to low cruise season, and that made this even better as it felt so personal. We would definitely recommend. Our guide was awesome. He was very knowledgeable about the history of the Panama Canal, the San Lorenzo Fort, the Chagres River, and the local culture. He and the driver pointed out different rainforest animals during the tour. He also provided refreshments, including meat pies and sweet pies. Yummy. I'd recommend to anyone. Five. Excellent tour and guide. I would highly recommend our tour to see the beautiful Panama Canal Mansion and Fort. Our guide was knowledgeable, and even had a few good jokes. He sang a Panamanian song for us, and you can tell how much he loves his country and being a tour guide. Thank you so much. The main reason we visited Panama was to see the canal, and our guide, Milton, could not have been more friendly and informative. Added to that, the fort is well worth a visit, and Milton guided us through that too, giving a great and passionate history of Panama. Would thoroughly recommend.